God is healing people.
It was a Friday night, and I remember in the middle of the night waking up and being quite delirious, literally spilling a glass of water in my bedroom, trying to make it to the bathroom because I was going to be ill, and just not even understanding what was going on. And it was quite scary, actually. And I remember waiting till the next morning before I said to my husband, I think I should go to the hospital. I didn't realize when I went into the hospital, I would not be coming out for quite some time. I remember the doctor coming in to me and being quite severe looking, very sort of serious about what he had to tell me. And he went on to tell me that I have something called fungal meningitis, and the form of it is actually called Cryptococcus gattii. And it was as strange as it sounded. A fungal ball had already started to grow on my brain. It was 1.3 centimeters at the base of my brainstem, and it was replicating itself at a really high rate. And that's the danger with this particular disease, is that it gets to a point where it's big enough, which is 3 centimeters, that the only way to get rid of it is to have surgery on your brain, and no one wants that. And they told me not only would I be in the hospital for 8 weeks, I would be on antifungals for 2 years after that. For the first 3 nights, I would find myself late at night at about 11 o'clock, lying in my hospital bed, and I would just have panic attacks. I was actually having a deeply physical response to this knowledge that I could die. Lots of people were praying for me, lots and lots of people. And I was so grateful for their prayers. I was grateful for the wonderful medical care I had. But I remember on Friday, and it happened to be Easter weekend, so Good Friday, my minister from my church offered to come in and pray with us, and we accepted that invitation. And he came and he prayed for me, and he said, I think God may want to heal you. And so it was a Friday afternoon that he prayed for me, and I was scheduled for an MRI on the Tuesday following. I feel like I had very little faith for miraculous healing. It's not because I didn't believe it was possible. I just thought it would probably happen for other people. It would never happen to little old me in Vancouver. I went into the MRI machine, and the next day I got the results. And I don't think I will ever forget the day. And I can see the doctor's face rushing into our room and saying, are you ready to go home? And Ryan and I were quite confused. We'd sort of set ourselves up for, we're here for 8 weeks. It was at 5.5 weeks. And we said, yes, why? And he said, has no one given you your MRI results? We said, no, nobody's come in yet. He said, we can't find it. And I said, what do you mean you can't find it? He said, your fungal ball has completely disappeared. I can't find a trace of it. It's as if it never existed. And I said, not even the little scar on my brain? He said, nothing. It's completely gone. You can go home today. And I remember the moment because my husband just fell into my lap, laughing, crying. I was laughing. And I said to this doctor, who I don't believe had a Christian faith like I did, I said to him, I believe God healed me. He kind of shrugged and said, I don't have an explanation. And literally, I went home that day. I have never known that kind of joy.